Aiden Hutchinson is back, baby. That's right, the Lions' defensive monster who snapped his leg last season is ready to raise hell again. But don't get too comfy, because the other side of that line, still a big old question mark. And just to crank things up even more, none other than Calvin freaking Johnson is chiming in with a take that could give NFL quarterbacks straight up nightmares. Yeah, things are heating up in Detroit, so smash that like button, cause this ride is just getting started. The Detroit Lions are rolling into 2025 with one massive weapon back on the field, a fully healthy Aiden Hutchinson. After breaking both his tibia and fibula in Week 6 against the Cowboys last year, the Pro Bowl pass rusher is finally good to go, and that's huge for this defense. Before going down, Hutch was on fire with 7.5 sacks in just 5 games. Let's be honest, his return flips the script entirely for Detroit's D-line. Now, here's where things get dicey. The spot opposite Hutchinson is still kind of foggy. Marcus Davenport is penciled in to start on the edge, but let's not pretend like his durability record is anything to brag about. The man suited up just 6 times in 2 years, thanks to a string of injuries. That's why there's still noise about bringing back Zadarius Smith. The veteran edge who came over at the trade deadline last year racked up 4 sacks in 8 games and gave Detroit some real edge pressure. If GM Brad Holmes doesn't lock him down again, it's Davenport, Josh Paschal, and 6th round rookie Ahmed Hassanein who will be asked to step up. Al-Quadin Muhammad is still in the mix too after picking up 3 sacks in 9 games. If they don't re-sign Smith, Detroit might be playing roulette with a rotation that doesn't exactly scream top-tier pass rush. Inside, they've got more stability. DJ Reader will hold things down at nose tackle, and once Aleem McNeil recovers from his torn ACL, he'll slot back in next to him. Until then, 2021 second rounder Levi Onwuzurike will try to fill the gap he played all 16 games last year, logging 28 tackles and 1.5 sacks. Rookies Tyleik Williams and Mekhi Wingo, along with veteran pickup Roy Lopez, should all be part of the rotation too. And let's not forget the roster bubble. There's a whole crew of defensive linemen clawing for a shot in camp guys like Pat O'Connor, Broderick Martin, Miles Adams, Chris Smith, Keith Cooper, Raequan Williams, Mitchell Agude, Nate Lynn, and Isaac Ukwu. O'Connor seems to have a leg up. He's versatile, plays inside or on the edge, and contributes on special teams. He made an impact in limited snaps last year, especially in Week 10 with a sack and 2 tackles for loss on just 8 plays. Martin and Adams might sneak into the rotation if they impress at camp, and don't count out Agude, Lynn, or Ukwu. One of them could make a surprise push on the edge. So do you trust Marcus Davenport to hold it down with Hutchinson? Let us know, because Calvin Johnson just dropped a take that could change everything. When Megatron speaks, you listen, and Calvin Johnson just said something that could blow the doors off this defense. He's hyped about the idea of the Lions trading for Bengals pass rusher Trey Hendrickson, and honestly, he might be onto something. Hendrickson's been the talk of the offseason. He skipped out on Cincy's workouts while angling for a new contract, and with the Bengals juggling other deals like one with rookie Shamar Stewart, they might be open to talks. And guess who's got the cap space and ammo to pull it off? Yep, Detroit. Calvin was on up and Adams with K. Adams when he lit up at the thought of Hendrickson lining up opposite Hutch. Man, I'd love that. Seeing Aiden and Hendrickson across from each other, that's scary, he said. That'd be a dominant move. I don't know if we can afford him, but hey, it'd be a hell of a play. He's right. Hutchinson was wrecking games before his injury, looking like an all-pro with 7.5 sacks in 5 games. Pair him with Hendrickson, one of the most disruptive edge guys in the league, and suddenly this pass rush looks absolutely terrifying. Detroit's already stacked with young dogs and battle-tested vets, but adding Hendrickson could take this D-line from pretty solid to Super Bowl problem. The only question now is whether Brad Holmes is ready to pay the price, both in picks and cash. But man, if they pull the trigger, it's lights out for every offensive line in their path. If Holmes doesn't make a move, this pass rush might feel like Russian roulette. But if Calvin's right and Hendrickson shows up, that could be Super Bowl talk. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing coming out of Detroit.